On YouTube, it's Upside DIY. Here's a plastic bottle. I'm going to start soldering some holes in it. And here's a top of a different bottle. One of these days, well, I already have a lot already made. I need to sort out my bottles basically, but I'm gonna make a filter for siphoning, basically siphoning out old water. I could actually use these sponge filters and things, or air filters I call it, but I'm just basically going to make something that when I'm siphoning out this tank's water, it's going to actually catch most of the debris. I actually have a skimmer, a manual skimmer for aquascaped aquariums, pretty much made out of a bottle and a piece of, or a sleeve from a lint-free. Well, I try to think it's lint-free, but it's pretty much, it just skims the top. If I don't have any filtering and it's just stuff in water, things will start to break down, basically, like sand and just stuff just starts, and organics, like you know, just stuff from who knows what, dust, I don't know, it's basically dust floating on top. That's why you kind of need a skimmer or a decent HOB filter that helps kind of suck and filter those things. Pretty much a filter will get most of that out. But if you don't have a filter, you got to actually manually, you know, sift what you can out. And you know, by sifting that out, it'll help you keep your filter cleaner. And like this aquarium right here has a lot of stuff in it, you know, just old food and stuff. That's why bare bottom tanks are pretty decent to run, because they don't actually have well, they actually it's easy to clean them out and things, and that's why these air filters seem to work okay. I actually have different size bottles that I might try to use for different size aquariums, like these big ones. And also I need to actually make them with foam padding, or aquarium foam or something, or a sponge or something, and then it should pretty much be able to, you know, filter out things more. So the next thing I'm gonna make is basically, I'm gonna get a bucket, a towel, lay down a towel, and basically you know, solder some holes in this, and then put some filter floss in it, and then siphon out using my siphoner. Hold on, we're kind of sitting over here on top of this. I glued this hose to there so it doesn't, you know, really fall off. It's a pretty good hose, there's no kinks in it, and it siphons out the water. So basically when it starts to siphon, I put it through this filter, and then it just traps all the small food debris and stuff. So let's see what I could do with this video on making the siphoner. It's pretty much the same thing, you know, but just has a different method of use. So let's see what happens. All right, I'll be right back. And I actually haven't really thought of this siphoner. I got my soldering iron right here. I'm about to melt this plastic, and we're gonna have to try to find a good size filter floss, and let's see. So right here's pretty much what I soldered. I unplugged the soldering iron and things, and basically clean water is supposed to come out. Dirty water is going to go in through this thing, and here's actually the top for it. And you know, I really don't have a good way to you know, secure these things, but it's pretty much a funnel. And what I'm going to do is actually but I do have an idea. You can use staples. I can staple these, but you also want to be able to take it out, the filter media on the inside and be able to wash it and things like that. So I just actually use dental floss for now. But I haven't really, you know, you put little small holes, and then the dental floss is pretty strong. So another good idea is actually to just, you know, well, that's just how that is. And hopefully the siphon, so this is pretty much made, and all I gotta do is get filter media and have it higher than the highest outlet and things, and I should be able to siphon out my aquariums inside of a bucket. So let's try to get to that in this video. So I got this filter floss, and pretty much this one piece right here is pretty much a good thing. I actually want like the bottom to actually you know, not allow the, you know, to kind of rest flat, so that, you know, just little small particles won't, you know, overflow and get into clean water. So let's see how that goes. So I guess the more you DIY, the more you try, the more you DIY. So this is pretty much a piece. It's pretty much my first time trying to make it for this, and I'm gonna just try to stick a good part of it, probably this at the bottom first, since it's. But I you know, well, anyways, this would have been good, but let's try to put this at the bottom to be more for sure. But so I'm guessing to do that, you gotta kind of wad this up into a parachute and then stick it in there. So pretty much there's the wad, and hopefully this flat surface will cover up the bottom. So I actually cut this off. This could be used as for our HOB filter. So yeah, let's try that again. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna try it this way. Just put it on the top part, and then I'll squeeze it in there. So actually I use the top part to kind of center the and that's pretty much how I wanted it. And now I put the top on, and let's go try to siphon the dirty water. All right, so the bucket is pretty much clean. All right, so I'm gonna use this. I don't know what happened to all my towels or anything. Like right here, I got this t-shirt, and also this is gonna give me a problem with not having two hands. I could actually use some type of and it's pretty much I just made it pretty nicely fitted, but I'm gonna have to try to figure out using two hands and then grabbing the camera and things. Open the tank, show you guys how dirty it is. I'm gonna go get the siphon. I keep bumping into this, so I gotta be careful to not keep bumping into it. And it should actually be like that. So got the siphoner, I got the dirty water, and I'll be right back. So here it is, siphoning. I should be using two hands to get most of the stuff out of the aquarium, so I'm gonna be trying to do that. But pretty much clean water should be coming out more, and not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Hold on. So that's pretty much halfway siphoned, maybe a little more, but that's a 5-gallon bucket, they say. And I would actually not be able to, but I'm hoping to reuse this water in this bucket. It won't have you know, the stuff that was in it, and hopefully it's filtered through this floss. And basically yeah, I mean, the water it's not crystal clear at all. It looks pretty much average. Hold on, I gotta free up my hands. So basically, it's good to have some tubs around. I'm actually going to reach under here and unplug these outlets that, you know, might be plugged in or something, but I unplugged everything before. So this water's pretty much a little bit, you know, it's tough. People would throw that out and things. I mean, the filter isn't bad. It's just, you know, I just liked it from siphoning from the get-go, but something else dropped in here. To get this water really clean, I might have to boil it, you know, and actually either boil it or I'm not really sure, maybe add chlorine, which isn't really good. Maybe peroxide might do it. I might be able to, if I had a TDS meter and things, or a water tester. That's pretty much, you know, a teardown of an aquarium, and seeing what type of tests can be performed to you know, be pretty much or to pretty much have water you know, at a good, having a good amount of water information. I do have some type of just random chemicals and a test kit and things like that. I could try to do that. First, test the water in the beginning, just from cheap supplies that I saved up and got, and actually a pH neutralizer. It adjusts high or low pH to 7.0, I guess. You know, and this is aquarium pH adjuster, raises pH of freshwater aquariums for community aquariums, soft water, and live bearing fish. Expired in June 2008. So I guess these things do have expiration dates. But you know, you never know. With the old stuff, I'm starting to learn to just dump it out and try to figure, you know, not even try to use that stuff, use more natural stuff. But I guess the only thing I have for this type of water it's probably pretty salty. I'm trying to, well, it's not bad to my tongue or anything, but I really don't know what else, you know, maybe a tea bag. You know, it's really hard to make really clear water without boiling it or without adding different filtration systems and things. But at least, you know, I got to show you guys how to filter dirty water, and try to reuse it with cleaner water. I don't know exactly, you know, the gotta spit that out, but I don't know. We'll just have to really, you know, maybe plants, you know, having live plants and roots can clear up a lot of the things in water too. So I might try that next, is just to, I'm going to probably, you know, I have a lot of this used water and stuff, so I might try to figure out some type of aquaponics that I could do with it. And you know, some of that contamination could be from the filter itself, like dust and you know, just stuff, laundry detergent or whatever that was inside of that. But this filter is pretty awesome. I really, you know, needed it, and I was able to make something out of this, and show you guys. So thanks for watching YouTube, and I'll see you guys on the upside. DIY. I still have a little more time. I'm trying to plan out a lot of tubbing, and even You know, my main concern of things is just to not rush into too many things, and just be and have the best, uh, you know, and pretty much prepare everything before really trying to keep a live pet, because it's going to save you a lot of time, and it will help you enjoy more watching your new friends. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.